Hi there, this is Rowan on Ngunnawal and Ngambri country in Canberra, and I was reflecting on pedagogical narration and as well as writing one in response to the videos. I thought I would also explore multimodally given the subject that we're engaging in. And what I've been thinking through is how do we represent or recreate children's learning and meaning making in ways that are innovative. So how do we represent more than through just writing or text, given that we have other resources such as digital mediums? I think the point about the McDonaldization, commodification of children's artwork is valid. We don't want to just have a bulletin board with products that children have made. We want it to actually give authentic representation of children's meaning making. So with the gloves video, I thought a lot about how I could make some gloves. I went through my recycling bin. I've got an eclectic collection of weird and wonderful recycling and packaging, and I thought with my sewing machine I could make some funky gloves using bubble wrap, but then I thought because the wrap has no elastic quality, it would be hard to actually get the gloves on once it was sewn together. So that idea was a bust. And then I thought about, well, what if we made handprints? But then that just made me think about, that's a bit too product orientated rather than process orientated. So what I decided to do was use rubber gloves. If it were up to me, I would choose bright colours, but in honour of the children in the video, they were using darker hues, so I thought I would work with the colours that they were using. So I didn't have their exact colours. I'd have to mix the colours. But the main thing that they found very intriguing was the shiny quality, the gloss of the wet paint. Anyway, I set to work and mixed the colours. It was a dark navy blue and a darker brown sienna colour. So yeah, I'm putting together using my recycling. I've got so many egg cartons, but so I'm using them as paint palettes and mixing the paint. I didn't go full messy mess like the children in the videos because I'm in my apartment with carpet and my husband's in the next room. I'm checking every so often if you can see what I'm doing, being a little bit more careful. But I am exploring the texture and making patterns with the squeeze bottle, and it is very meditative, and I'm trying to get the right colours, and I'm using patterns, and eventually I'm having a good feel and really exploring the medium, and eventually I put both hands in. And I make gloves like the children, and they're very happy and content, and it is very therapeutic actually. And doing these kinds of explorations with mediums is really useful and gives us insights into why children would seek to, as we would interpret it, make a mess. If we actually get our hands literally dirty and explore mediums in unconventional ways, as we see it, it gives us an insight into being open for not judging children, and offering opportunities to really explore. Like, I can see the appeal for why, after the children in the video had painted on the paper, why they would progress and how it would be a transformative thing. They talk about transformation schema, through painting of oneself, but also in cultures, native indigenous cultures, there's the application of paint and ochre to transform the skin. Throughout history, people have been doing this. And, it seems ridiculous that, just in the last 100 years we would deprive children and people of that opportunity just for the sake of wanting to stay tidy. So I'm bathing the gloves in the paint, and this is acrylic paint, so once it dries it's going to be very dull and very opaque and boring. So what I'm going to do is apply an extra layer of, in the video I show PVC transparent glue, but I actually will go on to buy some lacquer, some gloss lacquer, because glue of course will stick the fingers together, and we don't want that, because I think the idea behind usable gloves is that it's something that in a classroom children could actually put the gloves on and actually have the experience of having painted glove hands like the original children. And that's where the power of sharing the experience comes into play, where it is not just the experience of one or two children, but it's a community event. And that's where I think, documentation has the potential, if we use more than just text, if we use many different forms and installations and movable objects, it becomes a unifying experience, a community event for all. Anyway, these are just some ideas. Thanks for watching. Yara.